shall we, for round number 2 here. Round number 2 with Séance Rhinos. I don't think I want to change anything. I'm not so sure about the Genesis here, but we know it'll work very well in a grindy situation. It could be a Thragtusk, could be a Restoration Angel. People have suggested Ephemerates and other things like that, but this list is trying to fill the graveyard with things like Satyr Wayfinder and Vessel of Vessel. Séance Vessel. Anyway, you try to fill that up, you get value out of things like Eternal Witness, and obviously anything else that's ETB, things like Skyclave, Plaguecrafter, Charming Prince, Wall of Omens, you know, just the entire list. We've already run this one time through, and it did pretty well, so let's go ahead and give it another shot. This is Rhino Séance in Modern. Nascency, thank you. Getting a little, almost like a stutter in there. Let's go. I like double downing on a league. This gives me an opportunity, especially when it's a new list to play. Pretty excited. Let's go. Let's find this league opponent. Let's see if we can beat round 1. We ended up losing round 1 last time. And with that round 1 loss, we got redemption later, but well, let's see how this goes. How's everyone's Wednesday going? You're halfway through the week. We're going to see if we can get the full league in. We do try to stream up until about 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, as we do have work. But hey, maybe it's going good. We'll try for the full league here. So the Corey, that you're saying the fruit is to balance life totals? Target player loses. You want to balance by targeting yourself? Why can't I scroll up? I'm trying to scroll up because Zale put something. Oh, where we would put Séance. We'd put it in Vesperlark. All right, let's play first. Yes. Okay. I like this. We're going to keep. We're going to go get our Triome. I don't like Sun Titan in hand, but I like the rest of the hand. Opponent mulligans to 6. Let's go. My opponent's double queuing here as well. Don't double queue on me, opponent. Oh, I see. All right, let's get our Triome here. Got a little bit of Tron. Definitely gonna Wayfinder, attempting to find extra black here, hopefully. We do with the Windswept Teeth, and a Siege Rhino hits the bin. Let's begin playing Magic here. All right, we're gonna go get our black mana. We're going to go get black and white here with the Godless Shrine. So we set ourselves up for potential future seances. I'm going to Fulminator Mage, and I'm going to Fulminator Mage away the mine, because we have something to prove on this stream. They always have mine. Expedition map for my opponent. Did not find the next land. We're going to do Vessel here. We're going to use Vessel to try to hit a land. We do. We'll take. Tap land, okay. Attack 1, pass turn. Next move, Séance. Maybe. Maybe if they miss a land here, I just try to wait for Titan. Oh my gosh. Maybe I do Titan now. Oh, I'm so greedy. Satyr Wayfinder, find the land. Land found. Fetch. Plains. Charming Prince. Flickering Satyr Wayfinder. Attack for 1. Pass the turn. You're rooting for the opponent? How dare you? Temple Gardens, fine. We're about to win. My opponent's so far behind. We didn't even have to show him the Séance. They may just be like, oh, Eternal Witness package. Smash them. Smash them. Alright, this is the Damping Sphere, Fulminator Mage. Probably Knight of Autumn. Potentially Aven Mind Sensor. List, right? This has got to be these cards. Shriekmaw probably out. Genesis probably out. What else? What else out? Do we trim a Rhino here? I mean, the obvious play here is we want Damping Sphere into probably Fulminator Mage. You take an Eternal Witness first? We have it out for Tron. Apparently, Fulminator Mage is pretty busted in this list. Apparently, it's pretty busted. Probably Sun Titan's a little greedy here. Even though we got it to work that time. Probably don't want to bother with that. We're bringing the extra Fulminator Mage and the Knight of Autumn, plus the Aven. We have the Dampings. Need to cut 2 more cards here. Maybe just one path and something else. Kind of like taking like a wall and like leaving Blade Splicer as an attack angle here. So let's take the wall out. We're looking to do Damping Sphere on turn 2 or get the Fulminators down. That's what we want to do. All right. Well, it's a turn 2 Knight of Autumn. Could be good enough. I think we can keep. You know, I think it's all right. My opponent's mulled to 6, mulled to 5. Maybe they've got this weird hands that they can't get Tron with. We have a lot of ways to get the Fulminator Mage, so we'll just see if we hit those. All right, we're gonna go get an Overgrown Tomb here to start things off. Play the bird, pass the turn. Redeeming a posture check while I'm standing. What if they miss the land here? Then I Knight of Autumn the Expedition map. They've got to have kept 2 lands, right? They mulled down to, what, 5? Okay. Oh my gosh, they decide Sylvan Scrying first. Knight of Autumn going to hit this Expedition map. They get a mine. They always have the mine. Okay. Let's go ahead and Knight of Autumn. Destroy the artifact. It was probably pretty good. Just, what, Vessel plus Knight of Autumn again? Maybe Séance? We can redeem a Hydrate, though. Oh, no. Put Stirring in. Let's play Vessel. Let's attack for 2. We're going to pass. We're going to crack Vessel. We're not putting Séance down because Séance is going to show up after they have Tron, so we don't lose it here. Because this could be like Karn. And it is Karn. Okay. They're just going to go, what, up? Up, I'll get rid of Windswept Heath, probably. They go after my land. How rude. Okay. Vessel. There's a Fulminator Mage. Bladecrafter definitely would have been better. Well, sort of. I think I play the Fulminator Mage and I crack it getting rid of like a mine here. Then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Probably don't kill the Karn just yet. Alright, Fulminator here. We can go get more black. Another Séance. So we can exile one of those. We'll get a Godless Shrine here. Making black, black, this. Fulminator Mage. Let's go ahead and get rid of the mine. Attack them for 2 at Karn, obviously, and pass turn. So we can Séance and do something. We'll see if we get to Fulminator perhaps again. Could also Ewit Vessel to set things up. There's a map. So Night of Autumn can kill this map. Get rid of a Séance for now. I assume they're going to play this map. Maybe they try to keep it. Oh, Blast Zone. Okay. They're good to go. So we're going to attack Karn here. I suppose playing Knight doesn't make a lot of sense here. Probably just want to Séance Fulminator Mage. This exposes Séance here to Karn. Maybe it's better to Night of Autumn and hope this card plus whatever else isn't very good. I could also Eternal Witness getting back Vessel. This is 4, 5, 6. This would kill Karn. Alright, we're going to play, I don't want to say risky necessarily, but we're going to put a Night of Autumn in here that's a 4, 3, and hope that the card in hand and the card they draw is not brutal. And if it's not, they can uptick with Karn if they'd like to, or downtick because they want to get rid of something because they're going to lose it anyway. And then we can play Séance, Fulminator, and take them off Tron. That's the goal here. They get another mine, obviously. Alright, so 2 cards to dodge here. The one in hand and the draw. There's the mine. Exile from hand. We're going to go with the Séance plan here because it gives us more value going forward. You may have an Ewit. This is 6. Doesn't necessarily kill the Karn, but it comes close here. Worm Coil. Did we consider clearing it with a Stirring Water? Wow, or we did not. I forgot this was a man land. Yeah. That might have been it. I missed the manland here. I don't think I want to show them Séance here. Oh no, we've already shown them it. Then I need to continue playing. Let's play a Séance here, use Fulminator and pass. I could probably beat a Worm Coil Engine if I would have been able to clear the Karn. Oh, they put this up to 3 here too. Kill both knights here and attack us. We need to put a stop on our draw step too if we're going to do this. Oof. So yeah, if we would have attacked instead of playing knight, I think we would have killed it. It is rarely played. Correct. It is a bit of a rarer one to play. I just forgot about it. Alright, they play a land here. They're using the 2 mana and they play an Oblivion Stone. It's kind of an interesting one to play here. We can actually boot up Stirring Wildwood and attempt to kill the card now if we wanted to. Séance trigger. There's a bird. Alright, let's go ahead and do this because we've kind of, if you will, goofed this up. And depending on how my opponent plays this, they may go, oh, okay, we need to worry about doing this soon. You can't pop it yet, and this is at 2. Yeah, it's a 3/4. Has reach. We just forgot that this was a land here, which isn't good on us. Alright, we're going to just pass the turn here because I don't want to lose the extra bird here to an O stone, I don't think. They're going to block the Wildwood. Yeah, you block the Wildwood because you're going to pop the Oblivion Stone at some point. What's frustrating here is that they can attack and then blow up bird potentially. Probably chump blocking. Maybe we don't. The fact that they have 5 mana just means that whatever we play, we have to have something that stays. We can put a fate counter on the Wormcoil Engine and clear our board here. So we almost need a land here so Siege Rhino can be played. I don't know, maybe we've goofed this up because we didn't attack with that Stirring Wildwood. Opponent's O-Stone, then we'd have Knight after. Fulminator Mage. We probably have a lot more value going. Alright, I'm gonna go no block here. Actually, I should have blocked. See if I can get in for 6 here, and then attempt Siege Rhino. How are we actually fighting through a Karn? We're making it sort of happen. We actually probably are in a better spot if I play a little more correctly earlier on. Alright, so we play Siege Rhino down. They're going to just Oblivion Stone. We have to do this to gain the 3. There goes that. I'm going to go ahead and fetch here. This puts us to 2 after the attack. What I could potentially do is get a Séance. Séance, Siege Rhino, Knight of Autumn, start getting there. Opponent's looking for the Tron land, specifically the power plant now. It's another tower, okay. Attacks for 6, obviously. Luckily, Blast Zone's above the bird. Bird gives us another draw. Top of the library is a Damping. Okay, we're gonna play bird. I'm gonna go ahead and slam down the Damping here. Pass turn. They can nail it with the Blast Zone if they want to. Bird gives us one more draw here. We need like Séance or Siege Rhino. Séance, Siege Rhino. Maybe a Knight of Autumn gives me one more turn. Shoot. I drew the Séance. They drew the Wormcoil Engine. All right, we're gonna play on here because we can Knight of Autumn. We can Knight of Autumn this turn and blow up a Wormcoil Engine. These will then not have haste, all that good stuff. So we blow that up. On our turn, we could do another Knight of Autumn potentially, but I think I will do something else. There's an ancient stirrings. Please stop. Stabilize, easy. My opponent makes 3 mana. They found Tron, but makes 3 mana. We're gonna block. Okay. New Séance trigger. Let's do Rhino this time. Trying to just gain our life back. So new Rhino. 5. I can't flicker a token, can I? That would be a bad idea, but I can gain 3 more life. Or I can scry. Let's scry too, actually, because I'm going to chump block then use Séance to gain life. Alright, so bottom Fulminator, top Blade Splicer. This coming turn, Knight of Autumn, ETB, kill this Worm Coil. My opponent needs to probably put the Blast Zone up to 3 or 4 here. I could target the token, you're right. They Blast Zone Charming Prince and Damping Sphere here, which is pretty good for them. We ETB a Knight of Autumn here. ETB in the Knight of Autumn. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Goodbye Worm Coil number 2. They have only 3 damage coming through. Opponent's probably got something mega here. Karn? Alright. If I would have attacked earlier, oh, that misplay probably cost us that game. Okay, any changes? I mean, do I want the bigger things in here just to kind of like really seal the deal? Maybe Skyclave just doesn't make sense here and I need to be bigger. Like Cataclysmic and Sun Titan here. Rebuy and just like flood them. Like imagine a turn, 2 Damping Sphere, turn 3 Fulminator Mage, turn 4 Séance Fulminator. But even if we do turn 2 Satyr Wayfinder Fulminator plus like maybe Sun Titan or something. Or Eternal Witness Sun Titan. Maybe we can get to this. I mean, like, maybe Sun Titan's too much. Maybe I should just do Skyclave. But Gear Hulk's maybe a good, like, out if they get a lot of creatures. It's not a bad big thing, too. Let's try this. You like the Titan? I like the Titan too, but I think being on the play and knowing what we want to do here, it's got to be quick. I don't like this hand. My gut feeling is not to keep this hand. It's too hard to cast everything. Vessel isn't fueling a Séance. We have better Damping Spheres and Fulminator Mages being on the play. I think we mulligan this hand. Oh, I would slam keep this if this was a Temple Garden. And I'm saying Temple Garden because I don't even care about casting Fulminator Mage here. Oh, come on. This is all our hate. This is all our hate pieces. What if I miss for 2 turns? Is it that bad? How bad is a miss twice? Oh, I'm getting close to being crazy too, Double B. At this point, I would almost pitch the Séance. I'm keeping it. I'm a nut. I'm nutty. I'm a nut. Let's go, Godless Shrine. Turn into a Temple Garden. Craziest keep of the night. Here we go. We got this. Top deck land. Top deck land right now. I put you back. I put you away. Why are you back? All right, we're at about 75 to 80% to hit now. Hers is mine. They're not doing anything too crazy yet. Land. Okay, we got the land. We got the land. So the question is this. Do I play bird or not? My opponent's not going to have crazy Tron here yet. I think I play bird. We can go get a godless or an overgrown tomb here. Yeah, I'm gonna get the overgrown tomb. I know that doesn't play into Séance just yet. We'll be good. Charming Scry 2? No, I think we do the bird here. Charming Scry 2 and then you miss lands, then you're just playing Damping Sphere. I think this is just better because my opponent's gonna go get something. They're gonna put like an O Stone out. I'm gonna play Fulminator Mage probably next, or Damping Sphere. Probably Fulminator Mage because that avoids, say, a claim on the Damping Sphere. So star. We just need to like work our way into Fulminator, then Séance, clear some things away from my opponent, and play from there. Sylvan Scrying, my opponent's going to get the other Tron land, so this is an easy Fulminator on probably the mine here. Okay, we do hit our land. Fulminator sack, get rid of mine or something, or play Damping plus Charming. Could play double Damping Sphere. It's probably just a Fulminator turn. Yeah, I'm afraid of a claim. Temple Garden tapped. And let's go ahead and get rid of the mine. And then this coming turn, they probably won't kill bird. I can Séance, Fulminator again on their turn. Then we can get the Damping Sphere down. I think we can go crazy with these, and we'll hit the power plant next. Dang it. Expedition map. Let's just get the Séance down. We'll set the stop on their draw step. We're going to reanimate. The other thing is the Nature's Claim can hit the Séance here, but their green's out, so this is good to do right here. We're worried about a claim for the Damping Spheres, yet we're kind of doing that here anyway. So Séance trigger. I'm going to say yes. We're going to go ahead and hit the power plant. We know they have mine. Yeah, there may be like Ewit land, Damping Sphere, or Charming Prince. It's going to have to be probably Damping Sphere. And it may be a double Damping Sphere turn. I have so many hits with Vessel. Ah! I think it's just safer to do 2 Damping Spheres here. Like I said, I'm afraid of a claim. I can't. I can't because it costs too much. Vessel it is. It's expensive. One Mr. Lee, thank you so much for that party of 9. Every little bit helps, Mr. Lee. Thank you so much. Welcome, Mr. Lee folks. What do we call your folks? What do you call them? Mr. Squad, the Lees? I could say like the Lees Fleas, but fleas aren't very cool. Cloud Post clan members. Don't have claim. Wilt's Séance instead of Vessel. Interesting. They did have destroying enchantments and stuff. They opt for Séance because I have Vessel here. And they do not have Tron right now. Hers is mine. I can rebuy this if I want to. Haven's pretty good here. I think I want to pop a Vessel here. I can get more than one. Well, I get this and then something else. So let's pop Vessel here. Oh my gosh. I just put Séance to hand, right? And put down a second Damping Sphere and just be like, get ready to rumble. Oh my gosh. Is this like... We'll just put down an extra Damping Sphere to protect ourselves and go. Let's get ready. Where's my Paga mode? I don't have one of those. We need to get one, obviously. Well, that can't be good. All right, we'll see if they have like a relic or something like that. Otherwise, the Séance. My opponent, 3 Fulminators and 1 other card. I choose the other card. Please, no graveyard hate one time, please. Right here. Sanctum. Oh my gosh. We're entering the destruction zone. All right. Well, we get our 1 spell. Séance. We got the LOL GGs. Oh. Smash. What a spell it is. Triple Fulminator is just gonna be like ping, ping, ping. Nice. Oh, and if they play an O-Stone, you're dead. Match 1 done. Let's go to match 2. Oh. Where's Twitter? What's I play Bad Deck's Twitter handle? Can someone get me their Twitter handle? Oh, did you see it? What's your Twitter handle? I'll tag you in this tweet. This tweet is made of legends. We're gonna keep this. Thank you. I think I spelled that right. I hope I did. My opponent's deciding things. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna run a bird right into this. I'm gonna do it off of a basic, because I'm a little bit afraid of, say, Ponza Blood Moon things going on. That being said, my opponent apparently mulled the 4. So when they fetch this non-basic, we'll just nail them for getting rid of this. Okay. Stomp. Doesn't look like Stomp. Cathartic Reunion. Oh. 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 Creeping Chill. Okay. Well, I still think I'm gonna go ahead and hit this Stomping Ground here. My opponent's got 3 cards left. Now I'm not so worried, but at the same time, I'm okay to fetch basics as I go. Don't want to take as much damage. So we'll Fulminator Mage. Dredge is going to be interesting. We have a few cards for Dredge. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Stomping Ground and pass turn. We might be the better graveyard deck, but we have to get going. Dredge doesn't take as much to get going. That being said, I just blanked them. Now they're drawing. We're going to Rhino them. Feels good to counter the Creeping Chill with a big, giant Rhino. Will they draw their lands? That is the question. They do. Copperline Gorge in play. All right. Now what are we doing? Now what are we doing? Cathartic Reunion. Here we go again. There's a Narcomoeba. That's about all I see over there. Can I get a Séance or a Fulminator Mage, please? Séance or Fulminator Mage? Asking one time. That's a junk one. All right, we'll attack for 4 here. Playcrafter's a weird one. I suppose I can play this down. Play it down and get rid of my bird here, and they sacrifice just Bloodghast. We get a 3/2 out of this. They've got an Ox down here, which has me a little bit worried, but we can path the Ox. It was a satisfying Séance. Agreed. Creeping Chill doing its thing, Narcomoeba doing its. We have Remorseful Cleric out of the sideboard, which is definitely what we'll be needing this game. As mentioned, if I could have gotten rid of that next land, so we'll probably bring in the Fulminators. Knights, maybe not Blade Splicer. There's a Life from the Loam. So my opponent's got all the lands now. Land for the turn, Copperline Gorge. I wonder if there's value to pathing a Narcomoeba right now so I can get in for 7. They have a Conflag here. I would have to fetch Shock. That put me to 10. Yeah, I'm worried about the Ox too. Let's just get our Triome. Why do you do this to me, deck? Attack with Siege Rhino only. Leave Plague Crafter back. Fulminator on their turn, blowing up Copperline Gorge, but not immediately, so I have another blocker. Leaving Path as an option open. Do I need to block more with the Rhino? I'm probably not getting them dead without it attacking. Let's send it in. Let's Séance. Yeah, I need to be aggressive. The idea here is that the Plague Crafter can maybe come back and, like, remove a creature. I don't know. This is... I'm not sure because we don't have a very good graveyard right now for Séance. If I had like an extra Rhino in the graveyard, then we'd be in probably great shape. My opponent's going to Forgotten Cave here. There's a prized amalgam that has now found its way into the graveyard. All we need is a vessel? Perhaps. I'm going to get the Fulminator Mage back as the first thing. I know they have lands here, so I'm not going to go after their land. A Satyr wouldn't be bad, would fuel. It's true. It's true. You're kind of saying that we just need to fuel the graveyard and we can maybe like bounce back with enough life total. I don't know. They're going to hit me for 7 here. They can flag here for 7 if they wanted to. We're the graveyard list now. We're trying. We're trying. All right, we shock in here. Shocking in here so they can do a loam plus a big conflag. Doing a loam here gets them up to 9. Conflag takes me down to 3. Block, block. Go to 1 because of Narcomoebas. It's a one-off lethal, so I can't use Verdant Catacombs here. So I'd prefer to have Temple Garden now in play. What's up, Dylan? Conflags here. Shooting this and me for 6. Okay. We are now going to Ox. The Ox here with enough Stinkweeds probably finds the other 2 Creeping Chills. And I'll only have 1 block here. I'm taking 4. I'm at a figurative 4. If they find both Creeping Chills, they win. I do see 1 Creeping Chill here, though, that wasn't in exile, so they only have 1 left in the library. Prized Amalgam could come back here. I don't know if I want to fetch here. 1 life could really matter. They find the other Creeping Chill. They have 15 cards, 10 cards left. I see prized amalgams in their graveyard. 2 more after this one comes back. I take 4, go to 1. I think I just block and don't sacrifice. Is there an out? Is there an out? I don't think there is because there's this sitting here. And I don't have anything that targets the graveyard. We'll take our draw just to see what it is. Playcrafter, they just do prize amalgam and then they get that back later. A land here doesn't do it. All right. We gotta beat Dredge. Gotta beat Dredge. This is gonna be fun. So Remorseful Cleric. Cataclysmic. Maybe Fulminator. Maybe Knight. Maybe Sin Collector. Possibly Plague Engineers. Yeah, I can name the Narcomoeba. I think Playcrafter's awful here. Blade Splicer could be interesting. Skyclave could be interesting. I think there's better things than doing the Skyclave, though. Like Remorseful Cleric. I think that's the first things we bring in, obviously. I want these Plague Engineers. Sin Collector's probably only good at the beginning. Fulminator is probably not needing to be excessive on. Cataclysmic seems reasonable. Shriekmaw seems a little bit as a spot removal. Maybe even 1 path out and then bring Knight of Autumn in and take 1 more out. You don't think Genesis will be good? That's true, it won't go that long. Maybe something like this. Knight's Basically anything that gained life, that could be a chump blocker to buy us time. Siege Rhinos, Remorseful Clerics for the obvious sacrifice, make their graveyard disappear. I don't think we have much better choices here. A couple big things, trying to just maybe board wipe if they've got stuff. The board wipe's like kind of like not very good, but maybe it's just better than trying to get a Skyclave. You think the path would be good? Could be. Well, we don't have the sideboard hate. I don't have the sideboard hate. I'm wondering if I'm going to need a Remorseful Cleric pretty quick. I think being on the play, it'd be better to have it. Or ramping something out, not playing like Fair Magic here. Let's mulligan this. All right. We're going to either go down in glory or a ball of flames. This is good with the Séance plus the Remorseful Cleric. I know it's a one-lander. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Top deck land. Let's go. And yes, I know fetching reduces the lands, but we believe in the library. We know it's coming right here. Below the Knight of Autumn, because we need to ride into battle on the horse. Just giving our opponent a chance. Just giving them a chance. Oh no. Just Narc Amoeba. We got Plague Engineer for that. Easy game. Easy game. Look at this. All this good stuff we're about to eat in the graveyard. Get ready, opponent. Punish? No. We'll be punished after the night. Okay. Step 1. Obtain Cleric. Play Cleric. Step 2. Wayfinder. Step 3, Plague Engineer. Step 4, Séance. Step 5, Prophet. I told you, we were riding into battle. We just had to hook up our trusty steed, and we were flying. Obviously, I'm going to just take this damage. All right, we're doing Cathartic again. Am I going to have to fire this off? Do I let both of these happen? If they draw 3 cards, I guess they're not discarding here. I'm gonna wait. I don't know, something's telling me it's okay to wait here. There's an Narc Amoeba. That's not a problem. Here we go. Bam, I get an Ox here. This is so much better now. Look at all these goodies I get. Munch. That was the brave soul that we are. They have dredgers in hand. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to hit white, white, black. Black is sort of not needed. Do I want to shock here? Or do I want to get more white? Probably, we have white, white, black, black. I don't have much green. Eternal Witness would be rough to draw. I want to play Plague Engineer. That's what I want to play. I'm just trying to decide if I want to take any more damage or not. Probably not. What are these called? They're illusions. Bam. Get wrecked. All right. I have Satyr, so I'm fine. I don't know about that. Life from the Loam hits the bin here. The Blade Splicer. I probably want to hit my next land. Let's plan to hit our next land here. Blooming does it, and there's plenty of good stuff that just went to the bin. Attack and pass turn. I'm glad I got that swamp, you know. Life from the Loam, trigger here. Bloodghast, Lightning Axe. Life from the Loam's the Forgotten Cave. This brings back the Bloodghast. They cleanup step, put a Stinkweed in. This is a Seance turn, I think. Seance to Remorseful? Or do I want a Seance to maybe Eternal Witness to then play this next turn? Okay. Yep. You like the second option, Eternal Witness bring back, just take the one hit here. We can stabilize from there. I think attempting to stabilize is fine here. I don't know if I want to attack. I want to attack so bad here. I think we can beat them by not attacking here. We'll have an extra blocker. We're trying to play more the longer game. And by doing this, I get now Remorseful Cleric. And I'm going to get to use Remorseful Cleric potentially 2 times here. All right, we got to beat him one more time. One more time. Any changes? I'm on the draw now. I'm on the draw. Path, Veil, Guy's Blessing, Damping Sphere, Avens, Skyclaves. Probably nothing. Probably nothing. Just look for that Cleric. Make it happen. You keep saying Path. You like Path over the Gear Hulk? I don't know. I don't think so. Once again, if we draw Gear Hulk, we'll go, hey, did we want Path or not? You pass something, they end up getting all their Bloodghast back. You play Gear Hulk, they got nothing. All right, here we go again. Turn 1, we got nothing. This is a fair magic. I don't think we like this. It gets them a land, and then they get their Bloodghast back. I think we mulligan again. Did my opponent mulligan? They kept 7. They're happy. All right. Gotta look for a Remorseful Cleric. Game's good. We're gonna keep this. I'm gonna take the absolute minimum amount of damage. What a hand. What a hand. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Triome, go. What's damage? What is damage? What is damage? Do tell me. Do tell me, opponent. All right. So what are we doing here? My opponent is going, hey, I have Lightning Axe. I guess I go ahead and put the Cleric down. They target. I eat something. Let's do it. You got the Lightning Axe? Ow, ow, ow. Yep. So they pitch something here to Lightning Axe. We'll go ahead and obviously sack. Yeah, we're going to E-wit it. It just depends on what they're going to do and how much damage they're going to do here to me this turn. But yeah, E-wit back, Remorseful is the plan. We need them to have been all in on this. So it's just a Life from the Loam. That's actually not too frightening. And a land. So here, E-wit back. The Remorseful Cleric. We can then replay this and kind of use this aggressively. They might Life from the Loam here. Narcomoeba's fine. We can deal with that. It's not a scary turn just yet. My opponent's going to have a lot of lands. They're probably going to replay Life from the Loam here. There's another land, but nothing too frightening in the yard. All right, would we prefer would we prefer... What if I played a Knight of Autumn and just started attacking for big creatures? This is a Life from the Loam. It's a Dredge for 3. How bad could it get? Is this a turn to Knight of Autumn here? Maybe it's not because we have Gear Hulk coming up. Let's go ahead and just Remorseful Cleric again. If we hit another land here, we're pretty good. We'll happily attack. Attack, attack, attack. All right. I kind of actually like the Gear Hulk. If they have some creatures here, it's just probably better than a Path right now. I mean, Path just hits an Narcomoeba, so what? So what? All right, there's a Creeping Chill. I can beat just a Creeping Chill. I think we'll accept that to our face. There's another Lightning Axe, too. Thank you for the follow. Attack me for 1. I'll go to this ridiculously small number. Because now I can just like... Oh, they're going to play a creature? Oh, Hardcast Creeping Chill. Okay. Love it. Get a little more on the green side. We have quite a few green things here. Okay. Well, I think we go ahead and attack here. I'm actually tempted to do a Fulminator Mage to get rid of the black source. There's a land on top, so do the wall. I think wall sets us up better for our next turn if we do definitely hit that land. There we go. Okay. All right. We'll let them stinkweed here. Okay. All right. Narcomoeba. Oh, they didn't hit like... Oh, they hit a Conflag here. Get out of here, graveyard. That was a draw. This kind of like helps us decide. And then really, if we draw another land underneath the Séance here, we Eternal Witness. We could even Eternal Witness Verdant Catacombs get... Or no, we can't quite do that. That would be too aggressive. Attack for 1 in the air. Satyr Wayfinder. So we have a Loam. We have a Loam. I think it's going to be Satyr, followed by Eternal Witness. There's a Forest. That's good. We hit 2 Seances. Eternal Witness. Pick up Remorseful Cleric again. Attack for 2. Pass turn. Hope Loam doesn't do too much here. It's only a Dredge 3. We see a Bloodghast and a Cathartic Reunion. It's not a dangerous one. Okay. Looking good. Opponent can hit us for 1 if they want to. Loam's the Forgotten Cave. They can now Forgotten Cave the Loam. Yeah, we did Witness and Satyr. Looks like they're just going to hit us for 1. Okay. Another land. So now we go ahead and play Remorseful Cleric. And we probably just play a big Knight now. Forgotten Caves in response. Fine by us. I see an Ox down there. Is it just a big knight here? Big knight and use Remorseful Cleric here? Or are we trying to Séance or something? Maybe I'm knighting and gaining life here. Gaining some life might actually be really important. Well, we need to close out the game, but we also have to probably gain life here, right? Do I care about this Ox? Séance into Gearhulk could be cool. That's true. Ox isn't that frightening. I mean, Bloodgust is a little bit for the land they're going to play. I think I Séance next turn, and I think we risk a little bit here with the Knight of Autumn. We've already seen how many Creeping Chills. 1, 2. So they have 2 more. I think I'm going to gain the life, actually. Gonna gain the life. I'm gonna send in the team here. Pass the turn. They are at 12. Gave us enough of a bolster here. And we have Cleric kind of on just like graveyard duty. I'm hitting them for 2, 4, 6, 7-ish next turn probably. So we have a Loam here for Cave and stuff. That's fine. I don't care about the Bloodghast that much, so I'm gonna let this resolve. Bloodghast doesn't scare me. I've got a nice blocker. We have a Forgotten Cave in response. Life from the Loam here. Now we have some stuff. Prized Amalgam, all of this. Get out of here. Get out of here. They're going to Life from the Loam back here. Yeah, the Gearhulk's the backup plan, and I'm liking it a whole heck of a lot better than a lot of things. So now they just Loam to put it back in the yard. I'm going to crack here to not draw land, hopefully. Temple Garden. All right. They might have to defend here with the Narcomoeba now. This is a lot of damage coming back to them. And they give up. They give up. Top of the library was Satyr. And 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could play Satyr, you could play Séance, you could get back the Remorseful Cleric to keep them on lockdown for 1 turn during the upkeep and stuff. And then we have what, just Rhino Path. Charming Prince. This is good. This is good. This is good. Let's go. Making the right choices. Mulliganing correctly. Whew. This is so much fun to watch. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. I'm enjoying playing this. This has got some fun stuff to do. There's a lot of decisions. Very challenging. Very challenging list. That is for sure. All right, let's see how far in the league we can get here. Maybe I'm just going to bash head on the pillow later and it's going to be like, well, Thursday sucks at work. But Séance. Match 3, let's go. 2-0, my opponent is 1-0. We get to play first. Let's go. Well, we like this. We'll keep this. We like a hand with Satyr and Shriekmaw. We can go get our Triome pretty safely here. I've wanted to see Séance as a deck for the first time like 10 years ago. I know what you mean. A lot of people wanted this list. Well, not this one specifically, but Séance in general. All right, Windswept Teeth here. Triome. Getting that Triome down. Next up, Satyr. We're gonna do Satyr because we want to hit our next land. Wall's kind of nice. Let's do some Satyr action. Satyr action. Land, please. No land. Oh no, our luck. Oh no. We missed. Razor Verge Thicket and a Temple Garden here. Auriok Champion. It's a bird. Is there a land under this bird? I want to know. I think this is still the right play to wall here. Auriok Champion trigger here. Come on, we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5, 6 cards. Draw with wall, land. All right, we need double white. It's probably... We have double green, double white, and so this is an overgrown tomb. No. I need double white. Double black is sort of necessary, but I get that off the bird. So now I need a Temple Garden. Bird, pass turn. This has got to be like Heliod combo, right? So we're probably just like dead in 2 turns if I don't find an answer to Auriok Champion. Right? That's what's happening here. Heliod? Heliod, land drop, Walking Ballista. Oh, Skyclave. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye, bird. Right? Yeah, bird. Bird! Okay. Well, bird gave us the second black there. Oh, well. We can Blade Splicer or just Shriek Maw. Kind of tempted to go ahead and Shriek Maw the Skyclave away. Wish I could Fulminator, but no dice there. I'm trying to decide if there's any reason to do Blade Splicer first. There might be, because Skyclave's not the scariest thing, and Blade Splicer at least makes some tokens here. I've convinced myself Blade Splicer's okay. We need path. We really need a path. Or another land here could really help us. That way I could Fulminator and take a land from them. Oh, now they're at 4. That's a lot. Heliod, there it is. All right. It's a creature, so a path is worth it here. They grow Skyclave. That's fine. I got the first striker. All right, we do hit our land. Go get a basic swamp here. Fulminator. Taking them off of the potential of Walking Ballista plus Auriok Champion trigger and life gain instant kill. I get to grow something. That's fine. Gonna sack. I suppose I don't want them to redraw. It's a reason to get rid of the Horizon Canopy. It's a 4-4. I'm not worried about a 4-4. We actually wouldn't mind blocking because then the Satyr would be in there for Séance. Ironically, Shriekmaw doesn't get rid of a Walking Ballista, but a Knight of Autumn does. So we might try to hold Knight as long as we can. Now my opponent can get infinite life, and I actually don't believe we have a real way of winning here. And we're down on so many cards here. I think this is a concession. 1, to save time for the league since it's a bit later, and 2, honestly, we don't beat infinite life. We don't have anything, right? We don't have a way to deck them. We could theoretically lock them out a little bit, but not anything crazy. We'll block with Satyr here. Eternal Witness. I'm not sure I want to show them the Shriek Maw to kill this. I want to keep this information hidden. Yeah. We'll concede. We don't beat Infinite Life. No. Not with this one. And I think respecting my opponent's time and mine. So they do search for things. Aven Mind Sensor is okay. Plague Engineer is probably good. Cataclysmic Gearhulk is a potential. Maybe Fulminator. Path is a must here. Shriek Maw probably okay. Genesis can go. Sun Titan might be going here. Blade Splicer probably doesn't get us there either. Playcrafter's okay. Probably don't need the extra Fulminator. So this is 3 cards so far. This is probably Plagues, Aven, and we'll probably get the Knight in for a Fulminator Mage, and then this Gearhulk probably just wants to be in here somewhere. Honestly, Wall of Omens is cute. Blocks, but I don't think we want to be just drawing a card, right? Hazendan, what's up? Oh, the music stopped. Restart. We've been so concentrated, we didn't realize the music stopped. There you go. This is it. We're restarting it. I don't know. This is going to be a hard one. We need more Skyclave action for this opponent. This one might get us. This combo's tough. Let's play first. All right, I'm going to keep it. My opponent has Path as a way to get rid of a bird. I know it's a one-lander, but with what we kind of have here, it's a pretty good one-lander. Opponent mulls to 6. Our opponent's deck's so busted. It's busted, but hey, it's gonna do things a little bit better than we do. We just don't quite have the right sideboards for this. We've had the right sideboards for the first 2 matches. It was time to run into something that was rough. All right, Temple Garden here, Bird of Paradise. Go ahead, opponent. Go ahead. Little Windswept Teeth here. This is probably a Vessel and Bird turn. If they play Utopia Sprawl, there might be an argument for a Knight of Autumn. All right, so it's a Vessel turn here, and we don't play Bird now, because we're going to try to find a land, and Séance, and hopefully have an amazing graveyard after this. That is the dream. Probably need a Skyclave to hit the bin when they play Heliod. Oh, they don't play Heliod. Oh, Noble Hierarch. Okay. That's not frightening at all. Ooh, they're attacking. Okay. Well then, we'll go. Need the land. All right, we hit the land. We have Shriek Maw and Plague Engineer. Ooh. I guess I can Eternal Witness back the Plague Engineer. We'll Shriek Maw first with the Séance. We did our land, so I want to do that. Might even Eternal Witness the Vessel back. We've done that to refill the graveyard even more. All right, let's go ahead and get some black mana here. So we'll need that in the future. Séance. My opponent could here get rid of or play like a Collected Company. So this will be interesting. Shriek Maw, ETB, kill Noble. We'll see what happens this turn. Wide open. Whatever you want, opponent. Do your worst. Yeah, we could name Spike with the Spike Feeder, as long as they don't have something that puts a counter onto it to make it a 3/3. If they put it to 3/3, then the Plague Engineer doesn't work. All right, we're not going to get back the Plague Engineer here. Ooh, a new vessel. We have 4 mana, so my opponent's more than likely doing a turn that involves a collected company. Let's do this, and then if they don't do anything on my end step, let's go ahead and pop Vessel here. Spike. So now we can get like Satyr Wayfinder here possibly if they don't have anything right here. It's a spike. It's a spike. Here's the collected company. So I could Plague Engineer one-time board wipe something that comes in here. We did not hit, notably, there's a Spike Feeder. All right, so my opponent here can get infinite life, and we can't beat infinite life again. But yeah, you would name Spike. It's a Spike. Do I concede here because I can't beat infinite life? It's one of our downfalls. You almost need just a few more pieces of removal. I think we just concede here. I can't beat this, and my opponent and I. Let's save our time. You would need, in this matchup, you would need probably more removal. That's what my guess would be, or you'd have to get something that could be like a Phyrexian Revoker, or like a Linvala. You need something where they can't activate their creatures. That would do it for you. The fact that we don't have any like infinite combo mixed in here somewhere makes it so we can't kill. You could also play an infinite combo, and if you play an infinite combo, then you could potentially beat that. That's all right, though. We'll continue on. See if we can snag out a 4-1. We got a 3-2 the first league, so at least let's get that, right? 2-1 going into match number 4. It was close. It was close. Also, thanks everyone for being here. Wednesdays are usually one of our slower days, so thank you. If you're enjoying yourself, don't forget to hit follow. Free and easy way to help. And for YouTube folks, I never say it, but you know what to do. No problem, Corey. No problem. All right, we're 2-1. My opponent's 1-0 here. Let's see. Some great hands. Minus pretty much the Triome, but we'll keep this. Pretty good hand. Removal, Satyr, Bird, Séance, and top end Siege Rhino. Looks like we're against something that potentially has Bolt mana in it. We're going to still try to play Bird out first, though. And we'll get our second white by getting a Temple Garden. Bird and go. Do you play Bolt? Uh-oh. Looks like Bolt territory. Might be Bolt territory. Is Bolt territory. Goodbye, Bird. Bolt the Bird. Steam Vents number 2 here. If we get an untapped land, we can Satyr. We don't. We'll just play Vessel and tap land here. Pass the turn. Being able to play the Satyr plus the Vessel would have been really good. But no dice, no dice. Let's go ahead and play a Satyr here, leaving ourselves up Path and Bolt and other things. We get an Overgrown Tomb. We see a Shriek Maw. Okay. Opponent just Archmage Charms. It's pretty good for them. We're going to see if this Genesis works well for us. I'm worried that my opponent has, like, Cryptic Command. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to play Siege Rhino if that gets countered, Genesis if that gets countered, then maybe Séance here. I'm gonna try to play through the counters that my opponent probably has here. Cryptic Command number 1, counter draw. I see this one struggling game 1 against a control matchup because if you can't get the Séance down, you can't start building that value. And especially against a white Jeskai version because the Séance just ends up kind of getting eclipsed by things like Teferi. Let's go ahead and Bird here. And we're going to pass Cracking Vessel and working our way to Séance. We won't worry about Satyr not attacking, apparently. What's 1 damage? What's 1 damage? There's a Snapcaster. Snapcaster, Archmage Charm, draw a few more cards. They would have had the Snapcaster plus Séance. Perfect example here. Oh, they steal my bird. Alright. I think I would have pathed the bird if I realized that's what they were going to do. This is the second list doing this, where they steal bird. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Go away. This is a blue-red standard list? Oh, are we going to counter this? Oh, we're going to counter this. They're reconsidering their counter. I got to do double path here. I'm glad I didn't path my own bird. They get another treasure here. Oh my gosh, they have a mana leak. Got Forced and Archmage Charm. Well, I guess I get to do the Séance here. So Séance, and we can do Shriek Maw. Shriek Maw, kill this. See what happens? No way they have another Force, right? No way. Alright, well we have a game here. Séance into Shriek Maw ETB, kill Dragon. Can't be forced. Feels good, feels good. Goodbye, Dragon. No more treasures for you either. Are we gonna Cryptic Command this back? Oh my gosh, don't do it. Don't do it! Cryptic Command, return and draw a card. Okay. They have the dragon still. They still have the dragon. Alright, dragon's a 4/4. I can at least Eternal Witness back a path. Something I can do. So we're blocking. Oh. This doesn't fly. That's right. It has fear, not flying. I'm like, what? What? All right, so we have some treasure tokens here. Let's... Do I Siege Rhino here? I guess I can Siege Rhino. I'm afraid of double bolt. I guess they would have had double bolt with the treasures here. Let's still do this. Gain our life. Eternal Witness probably. Oh, another Siege Rhino. All right, we're still going to Eternal Witness and get a path here and attempt to path this. I know this is giving my opponent a lot of mana by targeting this again, but I need this off the battlefield. This is killing me. All right, we got rid of it. And we can win through Rhinos. We're going to get a Satyr Wayfinder next to fuel our graveyard once more. Maybe get a land. Music is like the soundtrack to a classic RPG. I'm not surprised by the creator. All right. Opponent's got a bajillion lands here. What are you going to do with all this mana? 3 cards. Sprite Dragon. Opt. Okay. This is a small problem. Bolts me. Attacks for 3, and I'm down to 2. Séance has 2 birds. Not going to use those. Top of the library is a bird. I can attempt Vessel here and have some birds for blockers. I think I want to try this. I know we're not gaining life here. Okay. Do I know what year it is? Yeah. I think I want Playgrafter to go to the bin. I think I just want to take a Satyr Wayfinder this turn, but play bird as a blocker. Wayfinder's more mana efficient? Possibly. I don't want to find a shock land or a fetch land, though. Because here I think I just do bird, and then I'm going to look to do something with like Fulminator Sun Titans. I just want 2 blockers. My Playcrafter doesn't kill the Sprite Dragon, but if I find a path, I get the bird. There we go. So I have 2 blockers now. So this worked out well. Yeah, I'm at 2. Things are rough. I'm at 2. I'm trying to live here. All right, so Séance goes away here. Séance. I need a bird next turn. Let's Sun Titan for a bird and play Rhino. I could get a Vessel here. I'm gonna need 2 birds as blockers though. And I can play Rhino down now, as long as they don't have a counter here. Play Rhino. And then we get back. We get back the other bird to make another blocker. I attack for 2 here, presenting lethal. Next turn, if they attack. Okay. Extra bird. Another blocker. Another blocker. This is working. Another dragon. Okay. I'm not dead. You gotta be careful how you attack now, opponent. My dumb bird's making this Plaguecrafter weird. Thanks, bird. Now they're like, wait a minute. Okay. Am I not doing like 3 here? I'm doing 2. So we block here. Satyr Wayfinder, try to find another Rhino. I'll get a Plague Crafter here, just see what they want to sacrifice. One thing I can do here is sacrifice... I could sacrifice Eternal Witness here to get a path, possibly, in the future. This does 2. Satyr Wayfinder finding another Rhino here wins the game, possibly. There's a Fulminator. Let's go ahead and Satyr Wayfinder. Trigger. We did not find anything of value. Stirring Wood, though. I attack my opponent down to 1 here. If I had the Eternal Witness, I think I won, right? I think I goofed up here. Plague Crafter goes away here. Now I get Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness to get a path here. And path the dragon here and hope they don't have a counter spell. Okay. I think I missed lethal last turn. Gonna hope they don't have 2 spells. I'm at 5. Oh my gosh. My gosh. What just happened? I think I screwed up because they had to sacrifice... Well, they didn't have to sacrifice. They could have sacrificed this Sprite Dragon to have 2 defenders. I don't even know what happened there. We got it. Alright, Vale. Get in here, Vale. Sin Collector. Cataclysmic seems decent because they have a bunch of artifacts and all that jazz. I don't think Fulminators make any sense in this game. Let's get some Veils in here. Let's get these in here too. I think Blade Splicer's out, and I'm going to take 1 wall out. Never punished. We didn't have a Plague Engineer. Alright, let's keep this. You wish it hit lands? That'd be insane. That would be insane. Can't do that. Alright, let's work our way into a Sin Collector here. Remember, we have Veils. No real worry to get things going too crazy here. Bolts the bird. I'm not going to path my bird. I don't need black mana. I'm going to find black mana naturally. Like this. Bam. We're going to actually just run Sin Collector out here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Tail's End? Don't do this to me, opponent. Hey, thank you for the follow. Alright. Like I said, just going to run this out there. It counters the Archmage Charm. That's fine. And if it lives, then I get to steal something. So we got to counter or Archmage Charm out. I think I'm just Seancing next turn here. Just keep running them into the counters. Unless I find a Veil. We're just going to work our way up here. Next up, Genesis. Next up, Gear Hulk. Just spell, spell, spell. Make them counter everything. Our graveyard will be juicy, and we will end them. That's how it's working. Spell, spell, spell. Genesis, go. Then we get Sin Collector back and replay. No! Why are you putting this on top of my library? I will put it on top. Sin Collector is the Tide Hollow of the world. Genesis again. What did you top deck? Counterspell? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm kind of tempted to put this on top again when they Aether Gust. They don't want this going to the graveyard. I'm willing to continuously throw this at them until they counter it. 5th land for my opponent. We have the dragon. The dragon is here. We have a path for the dragon. We have a Gearhulk. Path. Go away. For those saying play this first, no. We're saving it for when they play more stuff. Their 5-mana 4/4 is better. Now we have a 4/4 and it just blocks like a champion that it is. Another dragon. Dun dun dun. Hits me for 4. I'm gonna die slowly. Alright. Séance? Oh, we're using some treasure mana here. Okay, Blood Moon. You kidding me? You kidding me? I fetched so well, too. I'm dead in 2 turns here. I need a path off the top. Give me the path. Give me the path. Give me the path. One path, one time. Please give me the path. Okay. Gotta go to game number 3 against this opponent. We got this. I'm gonna take the Skyclave out. I know it hits Blood Moon as well, but the Night of Autumn's easier to cast. Nice hand. Nice hand. Wait, where's my 3rd and 4th mana? We got this. We got this. Bird. Bird's the word. We're gonna get this Rhino down and prevent it from being countered. And then my opponent's gonna scoop concede. At least you lost doing what you love, with a greedy player getting locked out by Moon. Oh, I don't have that many double white cards. We can say that. We can say that. There's not that many double white cards in this list. Of course not. Of course not. Main phase here. Scalding Tarn. Looks like my opponent's not going to do anything here. Now they're considering doing stuff at end combat step. The end combat goes to main. Fetched 1 land. That's what they did. We had a Charming Prince. Alright, well. Play Charming Prince here. Scry. Double blue for my opponent. This is going to be rough because they're going to play Blood Moon, right? Bottom will top the Satyr. Satyr actually isn't too bad right now because we have the bird. Am I a lizard man? What, Crab King? Crab King's a crab. Alright, show me the blood moon. Might path? Don't know. Could path later. Tough to say. Blood moon. I think I want the satyr off the top. I'm gonna take the satyr off the top. I think the satyr's more important than pathing right here. Boom. Let's get a basic. Basic, please. None of those are basics. I am choosing Verdant Catacombs. There we go. Alright, we'll attack for 2 past turn. Just fetch a basic. Just fetch a basic. Alright, we can still work our way out of this. Got a few basics, got a few ways to find them. We got the bird currently. They might bolt the bird here. They haven't bolted it for the first couple turns, and they need a double island. Alright, they make themselves an extra island. We find plains. Okay. Let's go combat. I guess I can put a Genesis down. Opponent ops. My opponent's choosing all these very strange times to do things. I can cast all the double white, but not the double green. We'll try Genesis. It's an interesting song. I'll counter this. Oh, YouTube crashed. We're getting countered? Figures. Let's try to reload. Bam. YouTube crashed. Getting the playlist back up. 1 second. All right, there's the dragon. We have a path for it, actually. Funny enough, we've got the path. So we could Genesis back to bring back something if we wanted to. I think I'm going to go no here on this turn. Because I'm going to path this and probably Veil. I think it's still path. Path and Veil. Magic Online's getting really laggy now. What? Here we go, countering, looks like. There's a Snapcaster. We're going to use the Scorn here, and I'm going to Veil this. Get the Veil. Get Veiled. I barely get to play this Veil card ever. I'm never playing the right colors. Bam, get bailed. Ta-da! Cataclysmic Gear Hulk. Get pathed. Bam. Pathed. They get another island. That helps them. Doesn't help us. Definitely looking to attack with both of these. And pass the turn. And pass the turn. He's thinking of Brawn? Brawn what? Land for my opponent. Floating red. Please play something, don't hurt this. I kind of didn't want you to play that, but that's okay. You can do that. Give me this forest off the top so I can get this Eternal Witness and path this again. If not, I guess I'm seancing. Could even Gear Hulk for funsies and see what happens. Alright, I don't think I want this to bring anything back again. Boom. Top deck. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't cast the 2 left cards, but I can cast all these double white cards I have. I guess what we'll do is attempt a Séance here, because then I can get Satyr and maybe hit another card. A little surprised this resolved, but that's good for us. Looks like my opponent's out of things to do. We'll attack with just Charming Prince and pass the turn. I'm gonna get this Satyr back. Satyr comes back here, of course. Let's see what else we can dump in the yard here. All right, we get a Séance and a Vessel here. We have a Temple Garden that's doing nothing. All right. Maybe they'll attack me and I can block with this Satyr. That's another dragon. Help! And a Sprite Dragon. I'm getting hit for 9. Dang. That hurts. I guess it's Cataclysmic Gear Hulk time. Keep Bird around. I'm gonna Gear Hulk here. And go into blocking mode. Except I have to have this for the white. I don't know what to do. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So Genesis targets itself, says no. Séance is gonna do no as well. Don't worry, we got this. We got this. We got this. No. Top of the library is a Satyr Wayfinder. All right, so I think my best play here is to play the Gear Hulk and sacrifice and keep Charming Prince and do Flicker. Is that enough? Does this Flicker? Choose the battlefield and control into the beginning. Next end step, so that's a no. I have to sack the bird here. I have to sack the bird here with a Gear Hulk so that I can bring it back. So the creature I want here is probably just gonna maintain a Satyr Wayfinder here. We'll be at the mercy of my opponent's top deck here. Okay, so we just need to make sure we sacrifice correctly. MC Derp, it's going well. How are you? You think I keep the prince? Choose from among non-land permanents you control and da-da-da-da-da-da. Click done to sacrifice the rest. So I want to keep Gear Hulk, Séance. And I guess Charming... See, the thing is, Charming Prince could gain me some life, which isn't a bad thing. And then what I can also do is Titan next turn and use Charming Prince to flicker Titan to get more Wayfinders back. It also flickers Gear Hulk. I think I keep this Wayfinder. Oh no, yeah. But then I'm, so real quick, then I'm blocking here. 4, 5, 6. The problem is I'm now blocking with Bird and I don't have more mana, so I have to figure out. I probably actually have to get rid of the Satyr because I won't be flashing back Sun Titan here. So I can find new things on my turn. Let's do Charming Prince then as the thing we keep. And we sacrifice Bird and Satyr. Bird has to come back on their turn to block the flyer. Satyr comes back on my turn because it's the only thing I really can do because Bird will have blocked. Yeah, definitely keep your Blood Moon. Keep your Blood Moon. So that's my turn. I attack for 2 here, which then means I'm presenting lethal as well. So they may not be able to attack. Séance back a Bird here. We're avoiding Bolt, Sprite Dragon, something hasty, or a way to tap down my team. Dodge them all. Woo! What'd you draw? Oh, they're just skipping. They're skipping. They're skipping. Okay. I'm just going to target Satyr both times. All right, so Satyr happens. Satyr's trigger here. We get, oh yes, Siege Rhino to the bin here. We're going to win. We pick this land up because we can cycle it. Found the other white. We found the other white. We attack. They have to block. They block Charming Prince, which is interesting. So Charming Prince is blocked here. We can now play a Sun Titan. It doesn't matter what we do here because we have this. They counter. Cool. And then on their upkeep, we get Siege Rhino. Through the Blood Moon. Through the Blood Moon. Get Rhino'd. Easy game, huh? Sure. Very easy. Maybe some lucky draws there with our lands. Didn't have any fetches at the very beginning of that one. We get there. That puts us to 3-1. Woo, that sequencing. Woo. Final match coming up here. Getting the Séance stuff done. Oh, this list could 5-0. You get the right matchups. This is this could do it. All right, Crab King. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Final league match here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy, right? Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Let's join the match. All right, we're on the draw. Opponents is 1-0. They're starting their league, and we're just finishing our league. 3-1. Let's get that 4-1. Let's go. What you got? What you got? Gonna play first or second opponent? Hoping this opponent plays at a nice clip here. Getting later. A lot later than we are normally on. Grayus might be still here. 1 lander. No bird. We got a Gigantha. This could be Niv Mizzet. Could be Tron. Could be a few things. This hand's not going to do it, though. Let's mulligan this. Alright. I don't know if I like this hand. We can get rid of Sun Titan, though. Let's give it a shot. We are on the draw. Let's see what this Gigantha player is doing. There's a breeding pool. Breeding pool into Serum Visions. Looking like Niv Mizzet. Puts 2 cards to the bottom. Verdant Catacomb is a good draw here. We can't quite do a Fulminator, but we can do things like Skyclave and Séance. Basic planes for my opponent, bird. If I could, I'd Plague Crafter it. Not quite there. There's a Vessel. Well, Vessel's good. Vessel would have been nice the previous turn, as the Vessel would fill our graveyard. We may be doing Skyclave or Plague Crafter here instead of Vessel. We'll see. Let's see what they have on turn 3 here. 4 mana. Extra bird here. Okay. And a Glittering Wish. It's a Teferi Time Raveler. Okay. Let's set ourselves up for a Séance after Vessel here. We have a lot of 3-drops, unfortunately. A lot of. Oh. Okay, Skyclave's good against that, but we might be in trouble here. Let's see how far they can go here. I have not seen a Jeskai Ascendancy list in a long time. Guess we'll be bringing in the Damping Spheres. The bird is blue. There's a Teferi. I need to yield to these. Well, this does make it a quick game to some degree. Yield. Alright, Jeskai Ascendancy, do your thing. This is a lot of mana my opponent has. Now, if they go after the Vessel here, I get to pop it in response and they don't draw a card. Extra land. I have 3 mana. It's a bit of an older client, you're right. Now we have a hasty creature here. We might be dead. We might be dead on turn 4 here. Underworld Breach. That's actually really good for us to see, because now Remorseful Cleric will definitely be something I bring in. So Dampening, we got the Skyclaves, we definitely have the Knight of Autumns. They have 1 card left in their hand, but they have Serum Visions and the Wisp in the graveyard. Opponent can still fizzle here. Cast the Serum Visions. There's a Swan Song. I doubt they use Swan Song to counter their Serum Visions, but they could if they wanted to. They only have 2 cards in the graveyard, though, and Underworld Breach, I believe, needs 3. They could always use Fiery Islet, though. Cast an Opt. This isn't looking good. Their creatures are almost big enough. They do 14 to us right now. One more of these, it's going to be 15. Plays a Sylvan Caryatid. Okay. Fate Stitcher. So this is 14, 15, 16, 17. I need them to do one more spell, and they have it in the graveyard. So that's 17, and they have the Underworld Breach. Use one more graveyard, we're good to go. Alright, so we can concede probably here. Where did I get my lighting? I've acquired it, but there's a light box here, light box there, light here, LED strip back there. Camera store? That's just a nightstand lamp. Home Depot. The lights can change colors too. As I say, the lighting's set up a little bit better when I'm sitting, because then you can see that light a little bit better. Thanks for asking. All right, my opponent's doing too much here. It's late for us. Let's concede. We know we need to, what we need to do in game 2 and game 3. So Plague Engineers can come in for sure. I don't mind a Sin Collector. I don't mind Night of Autumn. Damping Sphere's fine here as well. Remorseful Cleric. These all interest me. Fulminator Mages are maybe okay. Wall of Omens is a no-go. Genesis is a no-go. Shriek Mom might hit something, so it's maybe an okay thing. Sun Titans are probably a no-go. Blade Splicer can come out. This is those 4. Let's take a Plague Crafter out for a Damping Sphere. Let's take 1 Fulminator for a Damping Sphere. And Remorseful Cleric comes in the 2 slot. Kind of thinking I want to take 1 Charming Prince out. You can get all kinds of lights and add some cool effects. They don't have to be expensive. I don't want to get rid of a bird, but I think that's incorrect. You know what? Let's take the Shriek Maw out. I kind of want to get this Charming Prince back in. Sin Collector is kind of interesting, but I think I'm misplacing that card for this matchup. So Damping Sphere for the obvious combo, Remorseful Cleric to stop things from the graveyard. Plague Engineer to name Bird, or whatever Fate Stitcher is. Séance is obviously our engine. This looks good. Night of Autumn's for the obvious Jeskai Ascendancy. Let's see what we can do. Combo list. I have to probably mulligan to get like a Damping Sphere, or we'll just nail everything we need in the opener. I'll keep this. This looks great. Just top deck me a land, opponent. Me. Whoever shuffles my library. Magic Online. If you want to know, the light bulbs themselves, they're Philips Hue light bulbs. So they change colors. But there's a lot of companies out there that do that. They have a lot of light bulb things. So that's kind of a cool way. And I mean, that's just a nightstand light. It's like decade old. So wherever you put the lights, that's what will jazz it up for you. All right, sleight of hand for my opponent. We're gonna go get our Triumph, so we're good on mana. Probably Damping Sphere here. I rarely play more than one spell a turn. My opponent's the one that's gonna want to play more than one a turn. The other thing I could do here, which is probably safe to do, is a Wayfinder. But I think I want to do the Sphere here. Force my opponent to have a Force negation. Maybe they have more like Spell Pierces and other things like that. So just getting the Sphere down here seems appropriate. There's a bird. There's a land. So Plague Engineer if I hit land, naming bird. Fortunately, I don't. So instead, we'll play Satyr Wayfinder. Try to hit this land. I'm sure we will. We do. We hit a Blooming Marsh. Can't play anything else here because of the Damping Sphere. Almost hoping my opponent commits like basically another creature to the board, preferably another bird here. Then I could Plague Engineer the birds. That would be pretty cool. If my opponent commits nothing else to the board, I might Fulminator Mage here, getting rid of a land. Here's the Ascendancy. Okay. Okay. So I don't want to really give them another land. This is probably just the Plague Engineer turn, naming bird. Next turn, Fulminator Mage, taking out a land. This also is counterproof right now because no force. Name bird. Swing for 1. Pass turn. I don't know what Fate Stitchers is. It's a 1/2. So Plague Engineer won't hit it, but Path could. Alright, my opponent Wisps here to draw a card. Best draw for us is probably Knight of Autumn. But like I said, Fulminator might be okay here just to take them off of... Maybe I'll take them off green because they have Sylvan Caryatid. Not that that really can attack me. I could also play Vessel plus Bird of Paradise. Something we could do. Alright, so my opponent fits another land here. Looks like they're going to get to play something extra. Steam Vents is their choice. Can take my opponent off green, possibly. They can't play Sylvan Caryatid because it costs 3 right now. So I have a window to potentially get a Fulminator Mage down, and we'll go ahead and attempt that. I think my opponent's all in on the combo, and so it's very unlikely they have counter magic. They might, though. Failure. Return spell to owner hand. Alright. Luckily for us, the Damping Sphere is probably going to slow them down. This does mean that they're going to get a Sylvan Caryatid down. All good, though. All good. We're trying to prevent them from doing what they do. We're getting a lot of filtering with their Jeskai Ascendancy. And they are aware now that I have a Fulminator Mage in hand. What we may do is play Remorseful Cleric next, followed by maybe Vessel. Just so that they don't get like a Stitcher out of the yard. My opponent's got quite a bit of mana. What if I did a Vessel? It's tough to say what I want to do here. I can restrict their mana a little bit with the Fulminator Mage and play like a Vessel. Or I could Remorseful Cleric to keep the graveyard a bit in check. They almost blocked here. If they would have blocked here, they would have lost their Caryatid. I'm leaning towards a Fulminator plus Vessel here, just to have it in play, getting rid of a little bit of this mana. But I could also leave Path open. I think they'd have to have a pretty perfect hand for the Path to be necessary here, so let's go ahead and play Vessel. They've got 3 mana, so that's probably 2, maybe a 3rd spell. If they're able to bounce the Damping Sphere, I can't really path the creature anyway, and so then they kind of go off for a while, and if they find the right pieces. They do. Alright, so they got to return a permanent to its owner's hand. So my opponent can now go off. What's interesting is if I would have played Remorseful Cleric, they could have potentially bounced that as well. Now they're looking for a Stitcher, it looks like. We'll see how much they can do here. Makes 3 mana. Plays a Wrenn 6. This gets them another land. Well, this might do it. This might do it. Serum Visions. What do we think? Did our opponent combo kill us? If they combo kill us here, the only 2 losses in this league were to combo. Makes it kind of interesting to try to figure out what you would bring in the sideboard. We'll talk about that in the conclusion here, if that is the case. Looks like my opponent wants to do a Glittering Wish here. I have to probably make them play this out, because they could possibly fizzle here. They don't have that much mana. They basically can get one more thing with the Wrenn 6 here. They get a Ritual. As an additional cost to cast the spell, put a -1 counter on a creature you control. Draw 2 cards. Alright. Target opponent sacrifices a green or white creature. If the player does, they lose 2 life. Oh, we went to main phase number 2 here, so they're through combat. Okay, so we're going to get a turn back here. Returns Vessel as well. Alright, so we have a Plague Engineer number 2. What do we want to do here? Can't quite get rid of the Wrenn 6. I think we want to play the most things out. Let's play a Vessel. A Remorseful Cleric. And a Damping Sphere. I'm going to... I think what I want to do here is I think I want to go ahead and hit this down. So that if they do ping the Remorseful Cleric, then they lose their Wrenn 6 and don't get an additional land. We played against the Enigmatic Incarnation deck. We beat it. So we're more valuable than them. It kind of plays like that, I think. Alright, my opponent's doing things. My opponent repeals a Damping Sphere. We will accept the repeal. Opponent's had a few answers now to Damping Sphere. Makes sense. Makes red mana here. We have to wait as long as we can for the Remorseful Cleric. They go up here to get a little bit more mana to work with. They upped returning a Breeding Pool, but then used a fetch land. Okay. extra Jeskai Ascendancy here. This is good for them. But I've got their graveyard kind of locked down here. I think I have to turn off the auto yields here because my opponent, if they discard a card here, I have to be able to get the Fate Stitcher. I assume that my opponent has something like Grape Shot, maybe. Oh, once again, my opponent can fizzle here. So we have to play it out. They do get, what, 2 mana every turn now? Because they have 2 Jeskai Ascendancies. Which is pretty good. This time they get 3? Is that right? I wonder how many Fate Stitchers they do play. If we're able to steal one early on, we might get them here because they can't make a creature big enough. There's a bird. Got lots of mana here. A lot of mana. There's an Underworld Breach. Do I let an Underworld Breach resolve here? Does this kill me? What is Storm Count? We don't even have a Storm Count. I want to say Fate Stitcher's like the only way they can get me here. There's a Cling. This gives things escape. The worrisome thing about this is that they're all like, there's a lot of instant spells down there. Huh. I think I'm gonna let this resolve. I don't think Underworld Breach kills us. I think something else kills us. There's an Opt. Wonder if there's a card that's gonna let the defender attack. It's been so long since I've played against this. It's another Underworld Breach. There's the Fate Stitcher. So here is where I think I have to get their graveyard and then just hit F6. And I'm doing this now to get rid of the Fate Stitcher because I think that's how they kill me. And I'm at 15 right now, so unless they hit another Fate Stitcher in like the next 1 to 2 cards, I don't think they'll have enough to pump it and kill me. That is my guess. Alright, we're F6'd here. I am going to let my opponent play this out. It is the last league match of the night, so why not? Let's see what they can do. They're making a lot of mana, which means they might have a Gigantha that they play. And as I said, the Underworld Breach I don't think kills us. I think it's something else. Now, if they've got Grape Shot, I think they can kill us that way too. There's the Wisps again. There goes the graveyard, so they're done. They've got the mana that they want here. Use a Glittering Wish to go get something from the sideboard. Wonder what this gets. They're making a lot of mana here. It's a multicolored card, whatever it is. Target creature control deals damage equal to its power to any target. So the blood side of this kills me. Exile target creature card from your graveyard. So this is a 16/19. The blood side of this kills me. So there you go. That's their win condition. Looks like our list is going to be going 3-2 overall, only losing to double combo in Modern. You just walked into a Jeskai Ascendancy combo list using Underworld Breach. Did the Underworld Breach kill us? I don't know. If I exile there, then they get the Fate Stitcher, right? And they probably are pretty close to just being able to combo all the way out. I don't know. Tough to say. Tough to say. A pretty decent night, though, overall, going 3-2 both leagues. I'll take it. I'll take it. With the Séance Rhinos here in Modern. This is what your list looks like. Losing to 2 combo lists. It's tough to say, because the Damping Sphere was pretty good against our opponent that we just ran into, but they had plenty of answers to bouncing this. The Heliod combo, that would be tough to say if we want to put something in here. Not necessarily like a Spyglass, but maybe a Phyrexian Revoker. Maybe an extra 1 or 2 Skyclave Apparitions would be nice. We have this Plaguecrafter here, which is pretty cool, but maybe this should just be another Skyclave Apparition. Plaguecrafter, though, is pretty nice against some of the Planeswalkers that we run into, so keep in mind that that might be what you need. Genesis was kind of interesting. I think we can keep Genesis for now. I don't see a reason to bring back Restoration Angel now that I've played this card. It's pretty sweet, though. It's pretty sweet. List is sweet. Just got to find a way to beat combo, it looks like. Any other list that you're trying to value out, you can do it. You can do it with the Rhinos. Don't give up on the Rhinos. Séance Siege Rhino here in Modern.